welcome to the Capital Markets Live. I'm your host, John Getches, Senior Vice President, Office of Capital Markets at Ginnie Mae. Today, I'm joined by one of my colleagues, Dan Kahn, our Investor Inquiry Director in the Office of Capital Markets at Ginnie Mae. Dan's responsibilities include responding to MBS program inquiries from Ginnie Mae's many investors and establishing disclosure standards for the MBS and Platinum programs. For the past several years, Dan has been very busy promoting transparency by leading the constantly improving disclosure of securities and loan data for the nearly 11 million loans existing within Ginnie Mae's MBS programs. Dan begins his 23rd year of tenure, having joined Ginnie Mae in 2000. He's a graduate of Syracuse University, majoring in finance and marketing. Welcome, Dan.
Thank you for inviting me, John. Happy to be here.
Love having you, and this is going to be an interesting conversation since you've been very busy developing many new disclosure enhancements. Since 2021, Ginnie Mae has been rolling out enhancements to our disclosure data that offer investors insight into some of the ways in which Ginnie Mae products might meet the standards investors are using to screen potential investments as sustainable and responsible investment criteria. This effort to expand disclosures was driven by our understanding of the market's growing appetite for environmental, social, and governance, known as ESG products, and sustainable and responsible investment approaches. Can you discuss our efforts to expand these disclosures?
Sure. Our single-family disclosures now indicate what proportion of the loans and debt at the security level is in a low to moderate income neighborhood, which can serve as a proxy answer to the question, to what extent does this security assist low to moderate income buyers achieve or sustain homeownership? This disclosure meaningfully reduces information asymmetries and enhances investment efficiencies while enhancing the already useful first-time homebuyer disclosure data, which answers the question, to what extent does this data expand homeownership? In addition, we believe that the disclosure of the new ESG data enables access to new investment opportunities. On the multifamily side, the new green and affordable housing disclosures answers the question, to what extent does this security provide environmentally sustainable housing and or affordable housing where multifamily dwellings adopt higher standards for construction, rehabilitation, repairs, maintenance, and property operations that are more energy efficient and sustain than traditional approaches to such activities.
Can you expand on the changes that you made to the multifamily pool and loan disclosure?
Sure. Ginnie Mae made an enhancement to its combined multifamily pool and loan disclosure files for both daily and monthly new issuance and monthly portfolio data. This enhancement adds an affordable status field to the loan section of the disclosure record. The affordable status field is always blank for new issuances. It will be populated for FHA multifamily loan types in the multifamily pool and loan monthly portfolio disclosure file using 4 indicators: AFF or affordable, BAF, broadly affordable, NAF, not affordable, and blank, which is the unknown. Oh, as a side note, the affordable status field is always blank for USDA's rural development multifamily loan types.
Fascinating. You also mentioned a lot of activity related to single-family loan, type of low to moderate income record. Can you expand on that for our listeners?
Yeah, Ginnie Mae is implementing a new single stratification record in the MBS single-family pool supplemental file located on Ginnie Mae's disclosure data download page. The low to moderate income stratification record will provide pool level aggregate information about the extent of loans and UPP dollars where the borrower's income is below 80% of the median family income, or known as MFI. The new stratification record will only be provided on the monthly MBS single-family pool supplemental file. The record will not be included in the daily or monthly new issuance pool supplemental files. The new LMI record, income record, will use income data from the insuring agencies FHA, VA, USDA, as well as Ginnie Mae's collateral loan data and the Federal Financial Institutions Examination Council's data to calculate and aggregate information on the low to moderate income composition of each pool. The data is based on active loans for the report period. We anticipate that the LMI income disclosure will be implemented in the first quarter of 2023. Ginnie Mae will publish a bulletin with the details when there is a firm date.
Can you tell us what Ginnie Mae is doing related to ESG enhancements of its charts and graphs on the disclosure search screen for investor and public access?
Yeah, so Ginnie Mae provides investors and the public with a visual display of data that makes comparisons easier and promotes a better understanding of trends in the Ginnie Mae's disclosure data. To answer your question though, in this past June, we added an ESG tab to the disclosure charts section of Ginnie Mae's website. The data provides pool level aggregate information about the extent of loans and UPP dollars that are in low to moderate income areas over the last 12 months. In addition, right, we have extended all the charts and graphs to include additional breakouts of the overall MBS portfolio. Not only are there new ESG charts on these charts section, but Ginnie Mae introduced a new ESG screen under the composition tab that is found in the disclosure data search results page when searching for data on a specific pool. The new screen provides ESG data from the overview page of the disclosure data search pool.
So is this access also available for multifamily ESG charts and graphs?
John, that's a great question. The multifamily ESG charts are the most recent additions to the disclosure chart page. They were added in September and provides ESG portfolio level charts. Like other charts, the multifamily ESG data provides pool level aggregate information about the extent of loans and UPP dollars that are in low to moderate income areas over the last 12 months. The new charts include the percentage of loans in pools containing multifamily ESG flagged loans, which are green market, green affordable, and green broadly affordable.
So with all the statistics out there, what are we really seeing? Do we have much ESG loans in these pools?
So let me provide some context to the current activity. For November, multifamily issuance consisted of approximately 41% for green only and 29% for affordable only. On average, since June 2022, multifamily green issuance UPP percent is approximately 30%, 39%, and for affordable only is 29%. 53% of multifamily MBS portfolio is composed of green, affordable, or both designations. Multifamily MBS green issue volume is running at 39% of total multifamily MBS issue volume. The average LMI geo percentage pool level is approximately 11%. That's from April 2021 to November of 2022. And November's concentration was 12.25%.
Excellent. Do you have other disclosure charts that are being introduced this year?
Glad you asked that question. So Ginnie Mae announced the publication of portfolio level charts in March, right? The charts display a 12-month aggregation of data relating to new issuance loan count, new issuance OPB at issuance, liquidations for FHA, VA, and Native American and rural development, forbearance percentage, outstanding portfolio agency, and serious delinquency rates. Users can locate the portfolio level charts by heading over to Ginnie Mae's website and selecting the Reports tab from the Disclosure dropdown, which is located at the top of Ginnie Mae's website.
You certainly have been busy. What disclosure information has been implemented related to the repooled loans?
Repool loans. So Ginnie Mae implemented stratification for repool loans in the MBS single family pool supplemental file this past March. The record provides investors with pool level aggregate information about the extent of loans and UPP dollars that have been repooled. So this information provides data on pools with repooled loans. Basically, currently active loans in the pool that were previously liquidated from another Ginnie Mae pool, hence repooled. And similar to the MBS, Ginnie Mae implemented a repooled loan stratification record in the Platinum Portfolio Enhanced Supplemental File in May. The disclosure files with the repooled data are located on Ginnie Mae's disclosure data download page. The repooled loans record provides Platinum pool level aggregate information about the extent of UPP dollars that contain repooled loan data.
You mentioned something about the FHA partial claim. What disclosure information has been implemented to show that values?
The FHA partial claim lien defers the repayment of mortgage principal through an interest-free subordinate mortgage from HUD that is not due until the first mortgage is paid off. Under the partial claim option, FHA lenders are authorized to advance funds on behalf of a borrower to reinstate a delinquent loan. This helps borrowers to get caught up on overdue payments. In May, we implemented stratification for loans that have these FHA partial claims. This information can be found in the MBS single-family pool supplemental file. This record provides pool level aggregate information about the extent of loans and UPB dollars that have partial claims. It should be noted that the data in this record applies for FHA partial claims paid December 2016 and thereafter. Also, Ginnie Mae implemented a new FHA partial claim stratification record in the Platinum Portfolio Enhanced Supplemental File located on Ginnie Mae's disclosure data download page. The FHA partial claims record provides Platinum pool level aggregate information about the extent of UPP dollars that contain FHA partial claims data.
It's an impressive body of work in the last couple of years in terms of enhancing disclosure and improving transparency for investors. What do you have planned for 2023, which we know is your 23rd year at Ginnie Mae? Can you top the previous couple of years?
Thanks, John. So Ginnie Mae is planning to provide a new loan performance disclosure file, right? The purpose of this file will be to provide comprehensive MBS loan level data for industry analysis. And it's going to include data fields from existing data disclosure files, namely the MBS loan level file, the MBS single family loan liquidation file, the loan level forbearance supplemental file, and the MBS loan payment history file. The file, right, will be provided on a quarterly and annual basis. The anticipated implementation date for the loan performance disclosure file will be in the first quarter of 2023. The actual implementation details and information on a test file will be provided in a future bulletin. Now, in addition, right, Ginnie Mae will be working on increasing data available on HMBS search screen and historical data page, as well. We discussed earlier about how we're going to discuss LMI income at the MBS level. We'll also enhance the HMBS pool level data to include LMI income as well. We'll extend the charts and the graphs to include additional breakouts of the overall MBS portfolio, as well as profiles of the current outstanding portfolio and new issuances by loan purpose, security rate, and other characteristics. Investors can expect to see an advanced search tool that will enable users to search, filter, view, and export data on active loans, analyze historical loan cohorts, and historical outcomes. Lastly, we're going to enhance the disclosure search and enhance data offerings by implementing enhancements to the disclosure data search to incorporate new pool types and enhancements to disclosure data.
Thank you for some very thoughtful and timely updates, Dan. We're about out of time, so I have to conclude today. With that, Dan, I thank you for your time discussing the Ginnie Mae Office Capital Markets disclosure updates. For our listeners out there, if you enjoyed this podcast, be sure to subscribe our future episodes of Capital Markets Live on YouTube. If you have any comments or questions about all Dan's work and updates on disclosure, please send the email directed to OCM Global Investor Inquiries at hud.gov. That's OCM Global Investor Inquiries at hud.gov. Thank you for listening.